Hello, my name is Ysis Lorenna. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you some very Welsh things to say. I'm not Welsh myself, I'm Brazilian, but I live in Wales. I'm married to a Welshman, so I've picked up quite a few Welsh things. And I think because I'm not Welsh, I'm much more aware that these are Welsh things to say. So to me, some of them are quite funny. Others are very normal to say every day. And I did do a bit of research and I asked my husband and my in-laws to give me some more of these words. And if you're Welsh, I'd love for you to comment below and tell me if you say any of these things or if you have more things that you know are Welsh that you say. And if you're not Welsh, tell me if any of these surprise you, because some of them are quite different to what you would expect them to be. If you're interested to know what I'm doing in Wales because I'm Brazilian and how long I've been here for, I'll leave a playlist below of my journey to living in the UK. I have a series on this channel called the Living Abroad Diaries where I talk about why I live here, how I came to live here, how I got an British accent and how I came to become fluent in English and now have a little Welsh twang to my accent because of my living circumstances here. If you're new, I'd love for you to subscribe. I post videos every week, Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. Mondays videos are about parenting because I'm a mum of two. Wednesdays are more of a freestyle video. I like to do my Living Abroad diaries or other kinds of videos on a Wednesday. And Fridays I talk about budgeting, and I'm doing a no-buy year this year, so I'm documenting my journey to being a more mindful consumer. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. I've got quite a few of them to get through, so I'm not going to spend too long on each of them, but some of them are quite funny and I feel like I need to explain them a bit more. So the first very Welsh thing to say is now in a minute. Have you ever heard anyone saying that? In Wales, it's so common. Nothing really happens now. Everything happens in at least a minute. I'll be there now in a minute. It's probably the most common way that I use it. And I don't even know I'm saying this. When I do say it, it does make me laugh because I know that it doesn't make much sense to do something now in a minute. It's either now or it's in a minute, but in Wales, it's now in a minute. Welsh people also like to say by here or by there. So you'll hear Welsh people saying down by here, over by there. It's very common to hear this here in Wales instead of just saying it's down here or it's over there. So someone would say something like, where's your bag? And you say, oh, it's down by here or it's over by there. That one is one that I don't say it as often, but I have been known to say that one. And I do think it's quite funny when I hear it. Lush in Wales is not the brand of cosmetics that sells lovely smelling bath bombs. Lush is nice. So if someone says, oh, that's Lush, that means that that's really nice. They think that that thing is really nice. And that's something that I say all the time, and I didn't realize it until I was putting this video together. I always say, oh, that's Lush or Lush. And it's just such a common thing. Now this one is one that I had never heard before. And I asked my husband, tell me some things that Welsh people say. And that was the first thing he told me. And I had never heard that one before. And I said to him, you haven't even said that to me. Anyway, the thing he said is, whose coat is that jacket? And I was just like, what? What does that even mean? And he said, well, it just means, you know, whose coat is that or whose jacket is that? And I said, yeah, but why are you saying whose coat is that jacket? So if you're Welsh, tell me if that makes sense to you. It doesn't make any sense to me. I've tried and tried. We've had several talks about this and it just had me in stitches. I've laughed so much, and my father-in-law even added to the fact that you can say, whose coat is that jacket hanging on the floor? Again, just completely gobsmacked by that thing. So that's one that I thought I'd mention because I haven't heard before, but it's not something that I say because I don't really understand it. If you hear someone Welsh using the word tidy, it doesn't necessarily mean neat. Tidy in Wales means good, means, you know, positive. So someone will say, oh, that's tidy. It means that was good. That was a good job done. And another thing that Welsh people say, which can link to that one, is Welsh people like to reinforce what they've said. So they will say something like, that's tidy, that is. And it's so normal when you live here to hear that. But I suppose if you're not from here, that can be a little bit strange for someone to say, oh, it's nice, that is. It's like, why are you inverting things? But it's not, you're actually reinforcing what you've just said. That's Welsh, that is. That's something I say a lot. There's nothing better in Wales than getting a cwtch from someone that you love. A cwtch in Wales is a hug or a cuddle, and people here all the time can say, come and have a cwtch. And if you're here and you don't know what a cwtch is, you'll be likely to say, well, I don't know what a cwtch is. I'm not going to risk and have a cwtch if I don't know what it is. Don't worry, it's just a hug. In Wales, you might hear people calling their friends or their mates but. And that's something that I've not heard a lot. When my father-in-law told me that, I kind of thought, oh yeah, I've heard that every so often, but it's not something I hear a lot. And you'd hear something like, all right, but, instead of saying, all right, mate, or all right, whatever. But yeah, here they go, how you doing, but? And that means, how you doing, friend? How you doing, mate? Now, this very Welsh thing to say is something that I say a lot. It might not be exclusively Welsh, but it's definitely something that lots of Welsh people say. And it's ending your sentences with isn't it? Even if it's grammatically incorrect. So you say something, oh, that's nice, isn't it? And it's just, to me, it's a way of engaging with someone. Let's say you're out shopping with a friend and you see something nice, you say, oh, that's nice. But Welsh people go a little bit further and they go, oh, that's nice, isn't it? And the person goes, yeah, that's really nice. I know that might not make sense, and it should be, that's nice, isn't that? Welsh people call their mums mam, and this is actually the Welsh way in the Welsh language to say mum, and not everyone says that, but I've noticed with more the older generations, they will call their mums mams. Even if they're speaking English, they'll say, mam, come here. So they will use the Welsh word for mum, even though they're speaking English language. Right, another one for describing something that's really nice. So, you know, a normal non-Welsh person would say, oh, that's nice. Welsh people would say, oh, this lovely. And I hear that so much here in Wales, and I say it all the time, and it even changes the way that you say the word lovely, because if I would say lovely normally, I'd say lovely, but when I say this lovely, it sounds even more Welsh. Let me know if you're Welsh and if you say that, and if you knew that that's quite a Welsh thing to say. This is another one that's a Welsh word, but that's been incorporated a lot into the English language in Wales, and it's the word Ych-a-fi, which in Wales means like yuck or disgusting. So especially with kids, I see that a lot with my children. So if I give them something to eat that they don't like, they go Ych-a-fi, or if they step on something that's a bit messy, they go Ych-a-fi. And it's not all the time, but you do hear that word. And if you're here in Wales and you hear someone saying Ych-a-fi, just know that it means yucky or disgusting or something like that. Another thing that Welsh people say is to say the word never to explain when they feel a bit shocked about something. So let's say a friend of yours is telling you a story and saying that her cat died and came back to life, and you go, oh, never. And it doesn't make much sense because the word never is not used in that context in the English language, but it happens a lot, you know, to express like shock or surprise. You just go, never. Oh, never. Did that happen? Never. And I think I do that one a lot as well. I actually say that more than I thought I did. If a place is heaving in Wales, it means that it's so busy. So if your friend calls you and says, this pub is heaving, then you just stay out of it because it's going to be too busy. Another one is saying the word proper to describe another adjective. So you'd say, oh, this is proper lush, oh, this is proper nice. I don't know if that's a Welsh thing, so let me know, but I've definitely heard a lot of people here using proper that way, but it might be particular to lots of parts of the UK, so I don't actually know if this is just Welsh, but it's definitely something I've heard. This one is something that might require a little bit of context, and it's the word year. So in Wales, that could mean ear, that could mean year, as in the year you were born, or that could mean here. And all of these could sound like year, depending who you're talking to and how strong their Welsh accent is. I feel like sometimes I say year for year that you were born, and I don't ever say it for ear. I don't think I ever call my ear year, but here sometimes I say, when I say it sounds like year, here, here. Yeah, I'm struggling with that one in terms of sound, but if you're Welsh, you know what I mean. And if you're not Welsh and you know a lot of Welsh people, you know the year sound could be 3 things, so you need to ask for more information when they say the word year. Next one is something that my husband says a lot, and I didn't know it was quite a Welsh thing to say until I researched for this video. And it's saying, I'm only saying, when you mean, I don't mean to offend, or I wasn't trying to be rude to you. And he says that so much, and I actually didn't know that it was a Welsh thing to say, just, I don't mean to offend, because when he says to me, I'm only saying, or I'm only just saying, I kind of not understand the Welsh meaning of it, and I go into the actual English language grammatical meaning of the sentence, and I go, well, you're just saying, but I'm just saying it too. But what he meant is, I didn't mean to offend you. I'm only just saying. I'm only saying. So let me know if you're Welsh if you say that one, because I've never said it, but I hear my husband saying it all the time. So these are all very Welsh things to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to add in the comments below the things that you say if you're Welsh, and whether or not you were surprised with these things if you're not Welsh. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new, and share this video with a friend who likes Wales or who is coming to visit Wales or live in Wales. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!